Hey Minnowchaser, just game changer. So gonna have a little look at your base. So yeah, reason I just thought I'd pop over or just have a little look at the 25% here. So it might be something we can have a little look at just to see if we can make it a bit higher going forward for you. Let's have a little scan. So first glance, everything is pretty solid. You've got nice sort of defense going on. I figured maybe your deployment was maybe close. So I mean, just what I would observe is that because you've got all your bases quite tight up against your wall, it means you can spawn fairly close to your base. So if I was gonna spawn, say, here, I'd drop my tank and then I'd straight away fire and take out your salvo with the M270s. Your salvo would lock onto the tank, so you deploy the tank first and then the salvo locks on. What that would do is I could fairly quickly take out your salvo and machine gun, and then I'm straight into your barracks and your war factory. But this big animal's obviously gonna obviously give us some defence over that. I mean, I might be okay at the back side of this wall, so that's the only thing I would have a little look at. I'd maybe sort of have a mine down the back of there to prevent somebody using that attack. I'd probably suggest you watch your replay video, see how exactly they're attacking. There's two ways I'd probably have a go. I'd have a crack on the side here and take out the salvo and then come in for the war factory and barracks, or I would have take out your power plant here and have a go at the big boy first. Once you've got him taken out of the way, then obviously things are a bit easier. What I would suggest though is maybe having a bit of a rethink about base setup, because these mines do pose a little bit of a problem, but I've got M270, so I've got a bit more range over the top of your mines, and obviously there'll be people now with a GLRS where they'll be obviously 53s and upwards that you'll be coming in contact with, so obviously you probably need to be thinking about that. Now my thought is, if I attack these four here, then I mean I could probably take away that railgun before obviously the machine guns picked us up, because the M270s will outrange the railgun. So as long as I'm past these mines, then obviously I could take that out, and then that's one turret down for free in a sense. But I reckon if I came from here over the top, took out these machine guns, obviously there's nothing much here that's going to pick you up, so I could probably take half your base out from this side or half your base out from this side, and the other things wouldn't pick you up. So maybe have a little think about that. You've got one transformer here. Is that? No, I think you've got it. I think you've got it. I thought maybe you were sharing three platforms with one transformer there. I'd be having a look at getting these transformers upgraded as well. Not transformers, sorry, the turrets. So if you look level 4 turrets with a 7 machine gun on, your machine guns are going to be giving it full tilt, but obviously you're going to lose that turret fairly quickly because it's quite a low level. And that one's level 1, so I mean again you're going to get that one absolutely taken out. I'd be able to hit that with a pea shooter and you'd lose it. So it's going to be things like that where you know, although your base looks strong, people are obviously taking it out quicker than you're expecting. These are 5s, that's okay. So be things along that sort of line. I mean, I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment just as an alternative. So just for an alternative way of looking at things. So what I'm aiming to do here is I've got all the bases spread out quite far, which pushes the spawn points right on the absolute perimeter. So people are going to have to spawn quite far out, or at least take something out and then spawn a bit closer, but they can't get that close into the base. Now that gives me a chance to get things airborne. I've also got mines placed further out a little bit because I'm expecting people to travel. I mean, once I've got past the mines and I'm vulnerable, I do get that, but I'm trying to think myself, where could I place a mine where somebody's likely to want to park and shoot at us, because I really want them to be on that mine for a period of time, or maybe at least stop them wanting to come from that way, stop them being able to negotiate around my base and things along that sort of line. So I'm trying to think about where to put mines along that sort of way. Personally, I'm going for the Peacemakers. If you look at the range on a Peacemaker, and I've got two of them, so what I'm thinking there is, if you're attacking the big boy, then the Peacemakers will, chances are, be attacking you as well, and then you've got the mines to contend with. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. And I'm also trying to make it that every turret is covering every turret, so that if you're attacking one turret, the other turrets will hit you. There's not really a blind side of the base, I'm finding. I mean, the downsides of mine, I'm a little bit slightly more vulnerable, I'm finding, with the higher power helicopter attacks and things along that sort of line. But so be it. You know, you can't defend against everything. Another little tip to show you is, if you've got all your walls quite tight, with no gaps, when your troops and when your guys in your barracks obviously deploy, they get trapped inside the walls. They don't actually drive off to meet their impending doom, and that means that they're stuck in this wall. So when the wall breaks, all hell's breaks loose. Or if you get too close to the wall, I've got a shitload of mortar men that are going to rain on you and things along that sort of line. So that's what I'm working towards. There's other ways of doing it, but a smaller base profile generally means that turrets are covering most of your base. You know, if you come at me from this side, you've got, you know, probably one turret, two turrets, but you're also going to get picked up by that, potentially by that, and within a certain distance from that as well. Same from this side, if you came at us from that turret, you know, you're going to get picked up by, you know, other things as well as. So just a different way of maybe thinking. Maybe bring your base tighter in, something along that sort of line. Maybe get your barracks and your war factory inside walls. Then that traps your people. So, you know, just a different way of having a think about it. Cheers, bro.